high-speed chase with the Lodi Police Department ended in a construction zone crash. The police department says it happened yesterday morning around 3:30. When an officer stopped the speeding car, the driver refused to pull over. After the car crashed, two teenage boys ran off, leaving behind a passenger who suffered minor injuries from the crash. Police were able to later track down the boys at their homes. They face charges with Dane County juvenile authorities.